Ephraim, did you take my computer?
Oh, yeah. All right, so look at this. I'm setting up a dating profile for you.
Why?
Just because you're ancient doesn't mean that you shouldn't be dating.
Got my hands full with you and Rue.
All right, so do you like women with multiple heads?
Possibly.
All right, I'll check that box. Do they have to have 4 legs, or is 2 legs enough for you?
2 legs is fine. Wait, what? Why are we? Give me that back.
Oh, fine.
We can go through this later. I think it's time that we bring someone in.
Okay.
You go do that while I investigate what else you searched on my computer.
Wait. You can see what I've been searching on?
Oh, the search history.
I think Rue was searching stuff on your computer previously. It wasn't me searching all of those things.
Just go see if we can find someone while I clean all this up.
All right. So,
Dear God!
all right, I found someone to pull in for an interview. Here we go. Welcome.
Welcome? I am welcomed, I guess?
Yeah, to the Delegation of Dreamers.
Ephraim, I didn't even know they made things like... Oh, hi.
That's not, AR, right?
AR?
Oh, good.
No, my name is Ephraim.
Well, nice to meet you. I'm, Peregrine now.
Nice to meet you. I'm Ashura, and, don't mind me. I'm currently processing things that Ephraim looks into.
Oh,
So is now your family name?
pardon?
You said your name was Peregrine now.
No. I just go by Peregrine at this time.
Ah, okay.
May I ask what you used to be called? Actually, did we introduce ourselves?
I introduced myself.
I meant Delegation of Dreamers.
Yes, you did.
Ah, my apologies.
Usually Rue does that, but he's not here today.
He's running with the kobolds again.
Something the matter with him?
I think he's just looking for a new butterfly net.
Oh.
Or computer disinfectant.
Yeah, we're going to need to get some out to this, thanks. But, you said that's what your name is now. Mass, do you mean you changed it?
Oh, yes, several times, in fact.
Out of boredom, or what reason?
I'm trying to avoid notice.
I mean, here would be honestly a fairly decent place to hide out.
Yeah, this is the realm of forgotten memories and dreams.
A realm of forgotten memories. I wonder where in the astral that is.
It is right over here.
Oh, I meant in relation to everything else, but I've never heard of this place.
We tend to lie in the cracks between realms.
Ah, all right. Interesting. I shall have to do some research when I get back.
So do you like to study?
Oh, yes, I am actually a degreed mage from MITT. That's the Massachusetts Institute of Thaumaturgy and Technology.
That sounds important.
It was an attempt to please my father. Not that he was ever very pleased with me.
Yeah, I get that.
Ah, yes.
My father tried to kill me.
Mine had me beat up once, and then I ended up running away when he found me again, so...
Is that why you changed your name?
Yes, rather hard to hide if you use your original names. But where are my manners?
Actually, where are ours? Would you like something to drink?
Oh, certainly. Tea, if you please.
I'll have Jeremy get that for you as soon as possible. Jeremy, give them some tea, if you would. Thank you.
May I ask what that was?
That was Jeremy.
Yes, but what is he?
Jeremy is a kobold. He's one of the kobolds that we've hired.
Ah,
Have you never run into a kobold before?
they are not called that where I am from. Or at least, kobolds are not that where I am from.
What are they called?
Kobolds are more of a goblin, nasty little mining goblins.
Well, they do mine,
Ah, so they have that in common at least.
and they've got very good work ethics. They work until they collapse.
Certainly not our kobolds. They work, but they tend to create more trouble for the miners than they help.
Huh. Weird that you hired them.
We don't hire them,
Oh, they just show up and...
yes, and make nuisances of themselves.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's general for our kobolds, mainly the hatchlings, though.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Therefore, I hope you haven't been showing any of this stuff that you looked online to the hatchlings.
No, I wouldn't let the kobolds touch the computer.
Oh, they aren't good with technology?
Depends on the technology.
They tend to get easily frustrated when something doesn't go their way.
Ah, well,
But what sort of realm do you come from? Does it have a name?
a realm of technology and magic?
Do you specialize in any of it?
Magic, modern technology, and I do not get along well. I have what is referred to as AR intolerant.
Even you have something in common with the kobolds.
No, it makes me very ill.
So you're sort of allergic to it.
Yes, just makes it very difficult to engage with anything modern in my world, especially cars.
Cars can be difficult. I prefer flying.
Mine carts?
No, cars. Automobiles? Self-propelled vehicles that can be driven by a person or have an AI.
AI.
Yes,
So, like a cart pushed by a kobold.
sort of, but not really. No, they have what is referred to as an engine. Alan goes over and types in car to the search engine. That is a car.
I see.
I prefer flying myself.
Yeah, I prefer flying as well. Or just sleeping. Who needs to travel anywhere when you can dream?
You've got a fair point on that one. But you said you're adept at magic. Do you use magic for anything? I know some use it for combat, some use it for defense, or some use it for their jobs.
I use it for my jobs, technically. I use it for disguise, to enhance my physical abilities, and for healing on occasion.
And what do you do for a job?
Oh, I was a shadow runner.
A shadow runner.
Is that like those people who make theater plays out of shadow puppets?
No. Shadowrunner is one who does things that are illegal but necessary for the corpse or other individuals.
You work for corpses?
No, corpse. Corporations.
Ah, okay.
What are the kinds of jobs that they have you do?
Well, one case I was supposed to rescue a kid who had gone missing. And another case, a mobster hired us to eliminate his mother-in-law, who was trying to kill his wife.
Now that's a family drama.
Yes, family was almost as poor as my own, although my mother was wonderful.
Can you tell us a bit about your mom?
Wish I could see her again, but she's a young elf, traveler woman. She's married again, unusual because she was spoilt by my father, but I like her current husband, and I got a half sister on the way. Well, no, she's born now.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I saw her married again. That was one of the happiest days of my life. To find her in a good place.
Glad to hear. And do you have any other family or people you would consider family?
Oh, that was my runner team. Nemo. I forgot he had to change his name after he got, his previous identity was identified by some very bad people.
Oh, so someone was trying to find Nemo?
Yes? Is that odd?
No, it seems like you have something in common with him then.
Yes, now I do. Wish I didn't. Wish I was still with them sometimes. Except for Gears. But then he and I had little in common.
So what led you to this group of people?
Well, initially I did a job for the mobster's wife, and I did a good enough job that she passed my particulars on to another person who got me hired to do some investigating for the missing child.
Ah, and how did it go finding the child?
Well, turns out he was being held by one of the big medical corps who was trying to make an army.
I'm assuming you saved the children.
Oh, yes, yes.
Good to hear. Where did you end up finding them?
In an underground training facility.
Training facility.
Yes, child army type. Unpleasant people.
Did you find out what they were making an army for?
I never found that out.
At least you stopped them in time.
Yes, that was very good.
I always find it strange when people try to turn children into soldiers. Aren't they much weaker than adults?
They begin that way, yes, but they're also easier to bend to your will.
Yeah, I guess children are a bit more bendy. But then again, you have to feed them,
Yes, but
train them, and read them nighttime stories. And it seems like so much of a hassle when you could just take adults, train them instead.
yes, well, there's that too. And I don't understand it myself, honestly.
Have you had any other adventures?
Yes, there was the time when Sunny, oh, I forgot to mention Sunny, elegant woman, but as though something had happened to her, so we went and broke into her office, which was a challenge in itself. And then we got locked in by her AI assistant.
AI assistant?
Yes, artificial intelligence. It's how to describe it? It is a program, a computer program that is sentient and has a will of its own.
Oh, okay. And was this put into a robot?
No, she was a computer, in a computer that's attached to the alternate reality, AR. So she's able to roam through the AR universe.
And the AI managed to trap you.
Yes, Zoe was most impressed. I don't know enough about AR to do her justice, but I do think she was a very advanced program.
And what did they end up doing after they locked you inside the office?
She contacted Sunny, who, as it turned out, was on vacation.
Oh,
Yes, was not very happy with either of us.
I bet not.
Yes, but we got it straightened out. Yes.
I'm curious as to how she reacted after she found out.
She was not very polite to either of us. Something about you idiots couldn't have called me, but we did. But it was a mess.
But you mentioned that you're no longer with the party. How come you left them?
I left them because after the mother-in-law business, my father tracked me down again.
How do you manage to do that?
He managed it through my girlfriend. She was a partial metahuman morph. She had troll-like features, but she was human. Apparently her sister was part of an experiment from my father's corp that ended with her sister's death. And they approached her about some restitutions. But what he really wanted was to find me. She contacted me to ask if I would give her some legal advice, and then when I came to the meeting, he was there.
What did he end up doing after he tracked you down?
Tried to convince me to join him willingly and to spy on my group. I turned him down, left everything I had, and went into Salish territory. And from then on to the plains.
Went to the plains?
Yes, the Great Plains. The Plains Indians.
Oh, I thought you meant like flying planes.
No, that's not really a good idea where I'm from for an adept to do anything with low orbit. No matter how quick that may be, it tends to cause your head to explode, literally.
Ooh.
Very unpleasant.
Sounds like it.
Yes, covered that in MITT.
So what are your plans now that you're in hiding?
Well, my plans are essentially... Right now I'm in laying low mode. I'm trying to get funding, and eventually I intend to make certain my father can't do any more harm, one way or another. He's obsessed with me, I can manage it. But while he's done enough harm over the years, to me, to my mother, to others, he needs to be stopped.
And how do you intend to stop him?
By any means necessary. I would prefer not to kill him, but I may have to eventually.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Completely forgot about that.
Just for a moment, thank you, Jeremy, for reminding us.
Good tea.
Better late than never, I guess.
No soy. Don't think I'm ever going to get used to want to readjust to civilization. All the soy food.
Who needs civilization when you can have a perfectly good cave with a couple of devoted kobolds mining for you?
Hey, Sherman, you gotta learn to at least pay them.
Certainly see the appeal.
And for your job, you must have a lot of adventures. Do you have any favorite moments?
A few. I tend to prefer indirect means of resolving issues than direct. When we were doing some research for the mother-in-law job, I needed to do some legwork, some investigation, but going as myself was a poor idea, shall we say. So I used a disguise spell, physical mask. It changes your appearance both on camera and in the physical world. And I borrowed my girlfriend's dog. Disguised myself as a female jogger. Certainly hard to anticipate that.
I bet. Do you do that kind of thing often?
Less often than I used to, but often enough. Like I said, I prefer subtler means to more direct solutions.
And what is a jogger?
A person who runs slowly for public exercise.
Something you would never do.
Yeah, that sounds completely alien to me. Why would they?
Very good urban camouflage, though. They're everywhere.
I guess no one would bat an eye on someone trying to run slowly.
Yes, and it also gives you enough time to observe if you're not being overly hurried.
I mean, first rule of any zombie apocalypse, at least, is cardio.
Yes, fortunately that has yet to happen. Bug invasions of bug spirits, yes. Zombie apocalypse, no.
Oh, no, honestly, I think I'd rather take one over the other.
Yes.
I thought the first rule was to not get bit.
Well, I mean, you need cardio to not get bit.
Or a good hiding spot.
True. Can you tell us about where you live now, since you said you're no longer with the party?
Yes, I live with some of the Plains tribes. They've seceded from the rest of the North American continent and are mostly shamans. I'm not particularly welcome, but I'm not particularly unwelcome either, since I have manual skills and survival skills that they find appropriate and useful.
What kinds of skills?
Ability to survive, live with the land, not disrupt things any more than necessary. And I helped find a couple lost kids once, which I think really helped. They'd gotten themselves stuck in a cave.
How'd they manage to get stuck? Like, did the cave entrance go down and they got stuck in there?
No, they lost their way.
Ah, okay. I bet they were excited to see you.
Yes, and so are their parents.
It's always nice to have a good job.
Yes, it is. Is your kobold trying to give me biscuits?
Yes, they. No, not those. Those cold scout cookies. Literally hard as a rock.
Yes, and they smell rather meaty.
Yeah, it's very odd. They're meaty yet they're hard. Very odd combination. Would not truly recommend.
At least if you're not a kobold.
Yeah, if you're not a kobold. But your job seems rather important, so we might want to get you back to it.
Well, I think I'm about to wake up anyway.
Well, thank you for joining us, and thank you for interviewing with us.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for listening. I haven't been able to talk about this for a couple of years now. And tell your kobold thank you for the tea and the thought of the biscuits.
Absolutely, will do. And until we see you again, have a good awakening.